Hello, once again, it's me, Weldman. Part 2 of the X10 wireless video camera helmet cam conversion, or making it into. Part 1 basically described how to take it apart, what the wires did, and I kind of showed you what the mounting it in a tube after removing the CCD board from the actual camera head, and then mounting it in the aluminum tube here. So what I'm going to do now is, I don't have this one ready to go yet. As soon as I do, you guys will see the video. So what I did is I went to Radio Shack and I bought one of these. It's a 2 by 3 inch or a 2 by 4 inch project box. It was like $3 or something, maybe $4. I bought a small rocker toggle switch, on and off. This wire is a USB cable that all it is, I cut the ends off to utilize. And then what you're going to need is you're going to need a white and a red audio RCA plug and a yellow video RCA plug. Then what you do is you drill 1/4 inch holes, evenly spaced apart, so when you plug your audio cables in and your video cable that they don't run into each other. Mount those in the box, and then figure out a way. You don't have to use this type of toggle. This is a rectangular on and off switch, just a white dot. And then I bought a pack of, I think it's a pack of 4 or a pack of 6 of 9-volt battery plugs that you just plug right into the top of the 9-volt battery. So I ran 2 of them just due to the fact that I get a little longer life out of it. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you hook these up positive, positive, negative, negative. So it's still 9 volts. If you go positive, negative, you're going to end up with 18 volts, which will probably end up frying out the camera. So be sure you make note of that when you're assembling this. And then all I did is I drilled a 1/8 inch hole on the back of the box to put the USB cable through. And then you want to leave yourself probably about a good 6 inches of lead inside the box. That way, when you assemble it, you have extra, and you can always, spool it up and glue it into place when the time comes. Okay, so now you have your on and off switch, your USB cable stripped of the ends installed into the box, and your RCA plugs installed. So what you're going to do next is you're going to solder the yellow wire coming from the USB plug or USB cable onto the yellow wire, which is your video line. Then you're going to take the yellow wire or the white wire and solder that to the white audio plug on your RCA, the ones you installed into the box. And then from there on the interior, just due to the fact so you can have stereo, not technically stereo, it's still mono, but you put a jumper wire across on the interior of the unit. That way you have both channels working. You have left and right channels working. Otherwise you're just going to have one speaker wonder. Okay, so then what you're going to do is you're going to tie all the grounds together. All the grounds of the 3 RCA plugs will get tied together inside the box. So all I did is I soldered all 3 tabs together on the back side here. And then you take the negative, which is the black wire coming out of the USB plug or USB cable, to that ground of all of them. And you're also going to take the negative of the battery and glue that negative to those same wires, or to the same tabs that you grounded all together for the RCA plugs. Then the positive lead of your batteries go to the positive or one prong of your on and off switch. And what that's going to do is allow you to turn this box on and off. Otherwise it's going to stay on all the time. And then eventually end up killing the battery, and then when you go to use it, it ain't going to work, and you're going to be really ticked, and yada yada. So that's why I installed an on and off box, or on and off switch. You can actually get these with LEDs in them. I opted out for the LED or having any type of incandescent or LED light in here, just due to the fact that you're going to get longer battery life out of it because you're not worried about powering another source. So yeah. So then after you get all that assembled, The 9-volt batteries fit in here pretty snug. Not in the box snug, but once you get the cover and everything and put the cover on. So they just lay in here loose. I slid them all the way to the back here, to the opposite end of where the USB cable goes in versus where the RCA plugs are. So that way they're far enough away from all your soldering points on the interior here. So once you get that done, you can take the cover and reinstall the cover. Comes with a really cool top aluminum plate. You can take a scriber and put something cool in there, like iRock, or this is my personal headgear, head cam, helmet cam. Screw these down. That was my heater just kicked on. Okay, so you get these snug down. You're going to have to notch the cover out for this top video RCA plug, because there is a little lip that goes around, which kind of seals the box off. But you know, this is going to end up in your pocket or whatever. But just to give you an idea of the size, you know, 2x4 fits right in my pocket. Then you can take your video plug from your camera to go. So here's my 3 RCA plugs. I have my audio, or my 2 audio plugs, left and right, and then I have my video plug, and then those are going to plug right into here. So here's my red, here's my white, and here's my yellow. Now that's plugged in. Now this is going to go right into my camera, which I can't really do because that's what I'm recording on, but I'll post a small video of what the video's like with it. The video's not great, but on depending on what you're using to record, if you're using an Arcos, the camera I'm using right now to record is Aptec HD 720p, and it works beautifully. I mean, my buddies brought their helmet cams over and plugged their helmet cams into this recorder, and we did some sample footage versus their Arcoses, and this by far, the Aptec HD 720p is by far one of my top choices for video cameras. So plug this into your camera and turn on the on and off switch, and you're ready to record.